Hey, this is Reddit Stories. I am reading stuff. Today we will be continuing with r/pettyrevenge. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Now sit back and enjoy the stories. Almost got truck mashed, so I mashed him and his car. I had a pretty funny road rage incident the other night. I was leaving work. I work as a bartender at a country club, and I brought home a whole box of mashed potatoes and a box of prime rib. This guy makes a left-hand turn, moves over both lanes and almost runs into me, but I jumped my truck up on the curb and sidewalk to avoid him hitting me. I blew my horn at him till we pulled up to the next light about 100 yards down the road. By the time we got there, he had shifted back into the left lane. I have an old truck without AC, so my window was already down. He rolls down his window and instead of apologizing, he flips me the middle finger and yells "F you." At this moment, the only logical thing I could think to do next was grab the large white styrofoam to-go box completely full of mashed potatoes and launch it into his car. As the box crosses the plane of his passenger window, the box clips the top of the opening. This causes the mashed potatoes to explode into the car and cover him and the entire front seats of his car. It was the most satisfaction I have ever had. I immediately make the right-hand turn and book it out of there. I can only imagine what was going through his head as he sat there covered in buttery goodness. My only regret was I did not get to eat my mashed potatoes, but I still had the prime rib when I got home. If you enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us make more videos. Getting a coworker to humiliate himself. The only thing Croatian about me is my last name. I don't speak Croatian. My old man was a third-generation American and didn't speak any either. We always had steak and fries like any normal red-blooded American. I'm half Spanish-French descended Mexican, and I speak Spanish fluently, having lived in Mexico City and Tijuana. As you can see, I'm far from being a Croatian. Anyhow, that day, I was working as a new marketing manager at an engineering firm in San Diego, working mostly on proposals. It consisted of coordinating between different engineers, ensuring compliance with RFPs, maintaining formatting consistency, and so forth. There were no standards in place, so I designed a few templates, programmed macros, and hotkey commands to expedite the formatting part. What usually took an hour now took a few minutes. I also bumped into another Croatian who had just moved in from there, but he was a little disappointed I didn't know squat about Croatia. He became more condescending towards me. The Croatian informed me of an upcoming proposal and gave me 3 hours to do the formatting. I continued working on the previous project in the first hour since his stuff would take less than 10 minutes. He came back to my office and looked at the computer screen to see that I wasn't working on his proposal. He threw a ish fit, screamed at me, told me I would be directly responsible if we lost money, and he had the audacity to email everybody in the office not to distract me because I was supposed to be working on his stuff. His stuff took only 10 minutes and he was shocked. I didn't need an hour or two as he initially thought. The incident solidified my resolve to make his life a living hell. The Croatian came from what used to be Yugoslavia until a civil war erupted in 1991. Like the other Croatians, he lost everything in the war, but this guy managed to keep his charming personality and his 2 doctorate degrees from a university in Yugoslavia that were prominently displayed on his wall. Not only that, he took great offense to people calling him Mr. instead of Doctor. While handing over the 2 doctorate degrees to be scanned, he implored me to be extremely careful as obtaining copies were not possible from this university. He didn't know I had just gotten a color laser printer for my marketing stuff. It was expensive back then and I was the first to get it. I scanned both doctorate degrees and printed both in the color laser printer. Both looked exactly like the originals that were safely on desk while I put the 2 copies between the wheels of my chair and the plush carpet, repeatedly scooched back and forth on my chair to create a noticeable crease, and went back to his office with the 2 creased copies. He wasn't in his office, so I left the copies on his chair. Not more than 5 minutes later, a very audible Croatian accented, "I'll kill him," came from the hallway. I swear he sounded like Count Dracula with his thick Slavic accent. Then came the angry pitter-patter of his feet rapidly marching towards my office. I placed the 2 originals on my desk right when he barged in, causing my door to bang on the wall. His eyes darted over to my desk where the 2 perfectly intact originals were. Innocently, I said, I left the 2 copies of your degrees on your desk to see if you were satisfied with the quality before I put the image in the proposal. The commotion he created had my boss coming in 10 seconds later, screaming from the bottom of his lungs, "What the hell is going on?" I shrugged, "You'll have to ask him." Hit the subscribe button for more daily Reddit content and press the bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded. Also, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, it really does help the channel. If you have any ideas, suggestions, let us know in the comment section. See you in the next one.